Despite everything, you're still here. After the silence that followed broken promises, after the weight of expectations that were never yours to carry, after the moments you questioned your own worth, you remained. That matters. Life did not unfold gently. It tested you without warning. It placed obstacles where you expected opportunity. It introduced lessons disguised as losses. You did not choose every battle, but you survived each one. There were days when exhaustion felt permanent, days when hope seemed unrealistic, days when your reflection looked unfamiliar. Still, you kept moving, even slowly, even uncertainly. Movement counts. You learned. You discovered that loyalty without boundaries invites imbalance. You realized that silence in the face of disrespect encourages repetition. You understood that clarity hurts once, but confusion hurts repeatedly. Those realizations changed you. People misinterpreted your patience. They assumed endurance meant tolerance. They confused kindness with compliance. They underestimated your threshold. Underestimation creates surprise when limits appear. You introduced limits. The moment you began enforcing standards, resistance surfaced. Resistance always appears when comfort is disrupted. Some individuals preferred the earlier version of you, the version that adjusted first, the version that apologized quickly, the version that absorbed tension quietly. That version evolved. You did not lose your compassion, you refined it. Compassion now requires reciprocity. Empathy now includes self-protection. Understanding no longer excludes accountability. That balance is maturity. There were nights when doubt was loud. It questioned your decisions. It replayed old conversations. It suggested you were too firm, too distant, too different. Doubt is persuasive. You chose logic over fear. That choice strengthened resolve. Growth isolates before it aligns. Isolation is not punishment. It is preparation. Preparation builds capacity. Capacity invites expansion. Expansion introduces new environments. You entered new environments cautiously. Caution preserved energy. You refused to collapse into resentment. You converted frustration into focus. Focus redirected ambition. Ambition demanded discipline. Discipline required sacrifice. Sacrifice filtered distractions. Filtering improved clarity. You stopped chasing explanations from people, committed to misunderstanding you. You redirected effort toward progress. Progress rewarded consistency. Consistency rebuilt confidence. Confidence stabilized posture. Posture influenced perception. Perception altered treatment. Everything shifted gradually. Loss revealed truth. Truth eliminated illusion. Illusion once protected attachment. Attachment delayed growth. Growth demanded honesty. Honesty required courage. Courage replaced hesitation. Hesitation once prolonged discomfort. Now you moved decisively. You maintained integrity. You resisted revenge. You avoided public drama. You chose internal peace over external validation. Validation fades quickly. Peace endures. Endurance strengthens foundation. There were friendships that dissolved quietly. There were partnerships that unraveled slowly. There were opportunities that vanished unexpectedly. Each ending carried instruction. Instruction refined awareness. Awareness improved judgment. Judgment enhanced decision-making. Decision shaped direction. Direction matters more than speed. You learned that rushing often masks insecurity. Intentional pacing demonstrates confidence. Confidence discourages manipulation. Manipulation thrives on reaction. You reduced reaction. Reaction reduction increased control. Control stabilized emotion. Emotion stabilized communication. Communication improved outcomes. You did not surrender identity. You rediscovered it. Rediscovery feels unfamiliar. Unfamiliarity feels uncomfortable. Discomfort signals growth. Growth requires tolerance for uncertainty. Uncertainty sharpens adaptability. Adaptability strengthens resilience. Resilience defines longevity. You began protecting time fiercely. Time once slipped into unproductive conversations. Time now fuels development. Development compounds quietly. Quiet progress surprises observers. Observers notice change eventually. Their recognition arrives late. Your transformation occurred earlier. You kept integrity intact. You resisted shortcuts. You avoided retaliation. You replaced bitterness with boundaries. Boundaries clarified expectations. Expectations simplified interactions. Simplicity reduced conflict. Reduced conflict increased peace. Peace enhanced performance. Performance elevated standards. Standards filtered compatibility. Compatibility improved connection quality. Quality matters more than quantity. Quantity once inflated ego. Quality strengthens stability. Stability sustains confidence. Confidence radiates without noise. Noise seeks attention. You no longer chase attention. You cultivate substance. Substance endures scrutiny. Scrutiny tests authenticity. Authenticity withstands examination. You remain authentic. You did not distort personality to gain approval. Approval is temporary. Character is permanent. Permanent traits determine legacy. Legacy forms through consistent behavior. Behavior reflects priorities. Priorities reveal identity. Identity shapes destiny. Destiny is not luck. Destiny follows patterns. Patterns emerge from choices. Choices accumulate daily. Daily discipline compounds silently. Silent discipline creates visible results. Visible results silence doubt. Doubt once dominated thought. Thought now aligns with purpose. Purpose organizes effort. Effort generates opportunity. Opportunity rewards readiness. You became ready. Ready for higher standards. Ready for healthier connections. Ready for deeper responsibility. Responsibility strengthens leadership. Leadership begins with self-control. Self-control influences environment. Environment affects trajectory. Trajectory defines future. There were times you felt behind. Comparison distorted perspective. Perspective realigned when you focused inward. Inward focus reduced distraction. Reduced distraction accelerated improvement. Improvement built momentum. Momentum increased belief. Belief strengthened endurance. Endurance outlasted setbacks. Setbacks redirected strategy. Strategy improved execution. Execution delivered progress. You never abandoned yourself. You honored instinct. Instinct warned you early. You ignored it once. Experience corrected that mistake. Mistakes educate. Education elevates awareness. Awareness prevents repetition. Repetition avoided preserves energy. Energy invested wisely multiplies results. You recognize that not every battle deserves participation. Participation is optional. Withdrawal is powerful. Power expressed calmly intimidates chaos. Chaos loses control without reaction. Reaction once fueled conflict. Now composure diffuses tension. Tension fades without audience. Audience absence dissolves drama. Drama reduction increases clarity. Clarity sharpens direction. Direction amplifies success. You remain disciplined. Discipline is quiet strength. Strength does not require applause. Applause distracts from purpose. Purpose sustains motivation. Motivation initiates effort. Effort maintained by routine. Routine stabilizes progress. Progress compounds steadily. Steady progress builds legacy. You learn that forgiveness is internal freedom. Freedom reduces emotional weight. Emotional weight drains focus. Focus fuels achievement. Achievement builds credibility. Credibility commands respect. Respect maintained through consistency. Consistency becomes reputation. Reputation influences opportunity. Opportunity rewards preparation. Preparation defines readiness. You prepared. You studied patterns. You analyzed mistakes. You refined approach. Outcomes improved confidence. Confidence stabilized identity. Identity anchored decision-making. Decision-making directed future. Future became intentional. You endured. You adapted. You elevated. You transformed. Transformation is irreversible. Irreversibility intimidates those who preferred your earlier tolerance. Tolerance expired. Self-respect expanded. Expansion broadened vision. Vision clarified goals. Goals structured action. Action created momentum. Momentum built impact. Impact shaped reality. You are stronger, not louder, not harsher. Stronger. Strength grounded in experience. Experience forged through adversity. Adversity refined character. Character remains unshaken. Unshaken individuals alter environments. Environments respond to presence. Presence commands without force. Force invites resistance. Presence earns influence. Influence multiplies change. Change sustains growth. Despite everything, you did not quit, and that alone separates you. Continue forward, without bitterness, without regret, without apology. Despite everything, you rise.